Hey, I am here to show you Trek grading in our new platform. A lot of new features here, and I'll make a couple other videos with them along the way for you to see. So, this is just the grading component. For here, you navigate to the class you want, the section you want, create assignment, auto-populates with your course name. You can switch the course. You can select the section, so you can create multiple sections. So this is where it's going to display to the student. And then from there, after you selected that, you have two options, essay or worksheet. And I'll explain what those look like here in a second. Essay is more your subjective grading. Worksheet is more objective grading. Both follow the same function, but with them, you're going to upload kind of different things. And I'm going to do essay here, but as I talk through them, I'll show you. A submission limit is how many times a student can submit. And then obviously you need to give assignment name. So we're going to do Genghis Khan's, we're in language arts. So we'll do Great Gatsby essay. This is and then here you can give a description. It's optional. So an essay on the Great Gatsby for ninth graders. The more details you give here, the better the AI is going to do, but it's not required. You can leave it blank. So click save. And now we have an assignment. Now what we need to do is upload a rubric for this. So for here, if it's a worksheet, you would upload a answer key to it. You don't even have to upload an answer key. You can just upload the raw worksheet or review guide or whatever that might be. And from there, what it will do is create its own answer key. So not required, but also helpful if you're particularly about your answers, right? So another option that you can do is select from a library. And so what you can see here is these are other people at my school and other ones not associated with my class. So some of these are things I've uploaded, but you have like these kinds of things. And what that'll do is when you select it, it'll import the training that the teacher has done with it. So think about if you have a co-teacher or maybe a new teacher, those sorts of things you can import and you can share your content. So from here, but I'm going to do a new one and I'm going to create upload and then I'm just going to drag and drop my Great Gatsby. I'm going to pause, find it on my computer. I'll be right back. So for this, your rubric doesn't have to be in any sort of actual format or anything like that. You just upload it. The one thing it does need is categories and then points associated with those categories. So now I've got it uploaded. You can see the rubric I've selected here. I can also type in my own rubric. You don't need to do that. Just upload. Let Trek do the work for you. And then from there, what I can do is I click Add Submission. And I can upload my students' works for them. So that here, I can upload here, and I'll upload it here in a second. The other option is you can make it where students can turn it in. So after you've published it, students can turn it in themselves. So I'm going to upload my file, and I'll be right back. So me as a teacher, I'm uploading my student work. Maybe I have a big load of them or something like that. I upload it into Trek here. So here we go. It's uploaded. And then what I can do is this. I can click grade, but also what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at it. And what I'm going to do is it hasn't graded it yet. So I'm going to just click regrade and let it grade away. So grading's in progress. And so what I can do as a teacher is I can read it over here and look at the work that they've done. So I can evaluate it, I can come over. Now, here's what makes Trek really special with Trek grading. Is what I can do is I can coach Trek to grade the way I would grade. And so what that means is I'm able to tell Trek, just like I would a co-teacher or a new teacher or a teaching assistant, hey, I care about this or I care about this. On the worksheet mode, you could say, look, I know that I said the answer is D, but I want you, and the right answer is D, but for whatever reason, I'm going to accept B. While it's grading, the other cool thing on the worksheet mode is if you upload the test, right, or the worksheet, and let's say it's multiple choice, and A is George Washington, and that's the right answer. A student can write George Washington, or it can write A, and Trek will mark it correct, because Trek has the full context of it. So here, what you have here is, okay, this is good. I could give feedback. So here, right, thesis argument, right? If they don't have a 3-pronged thesis statement, give only half credit. And so click regrade. it's going to take that feedback there, especially about the thesis statement, and then now it's going to regrade. And if they don't have a three-pronged thesis statement, it's going to come at them and lower their grade. The other thing, you can down here give generalized feedback, grade easier. They're eighth graders, that kind of thing, and you can constantly coach it. So while it's grading, I'm going to let it go. But what you'll see is I come over here, and now I have my others. It's in progress, and it's going to grade. And as my students come in, I am continually updating it. So the one caveat I would say is, look, you can see V1.1. That's because I've given it feedback. I would always make sure your latest grading is on the latest version that you have. And so what that allows is you're updating that same version as you go along. And then once I get it grading the way I would grade, I click grade all, and it grades all of my assignments for me. And it's continually grading like that over and over again. So here I clicked into that one, and you can see it gave half credit because a three-pronged thesis statement is missing. And then what I could do is when I'm ready, I could publish this to my students, and it'll let them see the grade. I set the date for it. If I don't want them to see, I can actually publish it where they can't see the grade, and all they see is the feedback as well. I can also click download, and it's going to download that right there for me. So for there, like what I've clicked, I could click public score, feedback with score, or feedback without score when I want them to see their grade. And it's going to be able to give them feedback. So maybe I don't want to do summative. I just want to do formative with them. Just want them to know their grades or feedback. Anyways, I love this. For classes like APs that grade the same LEQs or FRQs, you can train it to grade the way you would grade because it's grading based of a rubric there. Awesome. I'm really excited about this. Where Trek is helping so many teachers and students as well. Really, really excited. Please let us know if you have any questions. Thanks. I'll make another one about grade books and rubrics and all the things. Cool. Over here on the rubrics, by the way, you can see I can copy in that rubric if I don't. I can edit it if I want. I can import it. All sorts of things there. So I can build up this bank. Thank you.